All right, more things that I do in retirement here. Today we're gonna reassemble a mirror and get it back on the door, which belongs right over there. Now, if you haven't seen the beginning of this scenario, there's a Hemi valve cover on the wall. Right there. My posterior knocked the mirror right off the car. So I stopped by my buddy's shop yesterday, and I got the mirror back. I haven't really even looked at it yet. It's still got the tape on it and whatnot. So let's take it apart and see what goes here. I'll show you what actually broke on my old one. You see that? That goes roughly like that. I have to think that thing was already cracked because I just brushed up on this thing. It's see what we got here. My buddy is a real meticulous guy when it comes to body stuff. He has done work on NIKKI before. Actually, there's some other work I'd really like him to do. But, like all of us, he's not a spring chicken anymore, so he doesn't want to do big jobs anymore. Anyway, here's my base. I see he had a little stand on here. And the same with the mirror. He made a little, looks like an old paint stick, I think. But hey, you know, it's one thing I got to say when I take it to this guy. I'm not even going to say, I'm not going to give his name. He's one of those guys with a shop. But if you don't know this guy, forget about it. You're not even going to know that the shop is there because there's no sign. Okay. Anyway, this mirror is from Mancini. Actually, they sent me a left side first, and then they sent me a right to take care of it. All good, no complaints on Mancini whatsoever. They gave you a new gasket. They give you some new screws. Here's my old gasket. Pliable, not cracked. If you need a gasket, let's unwrap some of this today. I'm sure this is of Kwong, Fong, and Dong origin here. My buddy's always good about not getting threaded holes filled with paint, so he stuck the screw in there and then wrapped the screw up. Now, you know, being in the car business as long as I was in it, I've seen some shops do some really careless stuff when it comes to certain details. And this is definitely a detail. All right. I want to be a little more careful on this. You know, I don't want to break the glass. The crazy thing is, on the old one, glass is still good, so I'm definitely not going to throw that away. And we'll see what we got here. Like I said, I think those are old paint sticks. Maybe they're new. Actually, they look like new paint sticks, but when you buy paint, you get them for free anyway, so. He is always very meticulous. He was working on his 71 Super B yesterday. Got a stroker in it. And I don't know if his starter took a dump or if he was just upgrading from the old Chrysler style to the new Nippon style. But he got one from O'Reilly, and the thing was dead right out of the box. I don't know if he tested it before he put it in, but I tell you, these Chinese reman starters, or even the new starters that they claim to have now, they're still Chinese. They're absolute crap. I've had experiences also with O'Reilly. Actually, at the shop, I was an O'Reilly customer when we needed certain items. But I had an experience with a friend's Toyota with an alternator that lasted about a month. Now, I do have a mini starter in NIKKI, but that was a mini starter from Roseville, new Mopar Nippon Denso that I bought several years ago by now, but never had a problem with it. I also got to say one thing about this versus this, okay? Just so you know. This is actual mirror. This is glass. Listen. This is not glass. This is treated plastic. Listen. My point is, be very careful cleaning this stuff. If you've got to, like, scratch anything off of this, if you have one, you will scratch the crap out of it real easily. So, be very careful on that. Anyway, if you never did one, he's got a slot that fit right into there, so it's basically... Now, my old one, my factory one, had this gasket in it. Okay? The new one, unless I'm not seeing something here. Yep. No gasket. I'm kind of tempted to reuse this old one here. See how that lines up. Nah. Think I'm going to pass on that. Maybe I'm wrong. What would you do? What would you do? Anyway, yeah, that go down in the hole down there. That is for sure. Come on, baby. For you young guys out there, trust me when I say when you get in your 70s, your dexterity kind of fades a little bit. Okay? So line that up. Anyway, snug but not overly tight. Looking good. Yeah, I know there's a little cleanup I got to do on that. We're not going to worry about that right now. That's the gasket. They even give you some new screws. I guess my question with these is, These look kind of cheap, Chinese looking. Are these stainless? I have the originals right here. Definitely a little bit different. In fact, I have the original screw right here. Forgot I had that. And a washer. Factory Mopar washer. But the way this is cut on the inside, that's the factory one. I don't even see in there. There is not enough room on the replacement to install that washer. So it's gonna go on like this. All right, I cleaned that part of the door up there. Damn light went out. Another long fong dong here. Come on, baby. There we go. That light's been an issue from the day I had it, but yeah, got the old mark off of there. All right, so we gotta make sure that thing's kind of lined up good. I think there's going to be a little bit of gymnastics with that. But what? Okay, we're going to lay this down on the floor. Nice color combo with the car, hey? We have a lot of sublime green accessories in this garage. Go figure. I am using the old screws. And the reason I'm using the old screws is because I know they fit what's inside that door. I don't know if the long fongers are of exactly the same thread. I would guess probably not, as I'm sure they're more of a metric configuration. Let's make sure we got that gasket lined up nice. Looks good on that end, but it don't look so good on this other end here. There we go. There we go. Not bad for an old man. Come on, baby. There we go. Just snug, don't tighten the snot out of it, but make sure she's tight though. And there we go. One E-body mirror installed, large and in charge. Stay tuned for some more things I do in retirement. Okay, just a quick refresher. I am saving the old one. The glass is still good, and that's factory glass. If anyone out there maybe is in need of a factory base, factory gasket, I don't know. I don't throw parts away. You could see the mess that I brought home from the shop that I'm still working on cleaning, but thank you, Mancini Racing. Little cut for Mancini. Peace out.